Colin here on the Edge with Edgemaster Mobile Sharpening, and what I am doing today is I'm going to do the final sharpening on the Foxel Wolfe 9-inch chef knife. This is the one which is going to be my typical 20-degree sharpening rather than Foxel's 29-degree. So I thought I would bring you along for the fun, but I'm not going to make you look at my silly face the whole time. So this is truly a beautiful town, McMinnville, Oregon. That said, we do have our share of issues, which you may notice here in a moment. But I'm going to head over to one of the really cool things we have in this town, which is Lovelocks. Why not have a little tour? Talk shop. So here's what I discovered in this process of testing this Foxel knife. And again, the way I've tested it is to leave it behind at my restaurant customers while I am... Oh, by the way, this woman is very nice. She let me go first in the coffee line at Dutch Brothers. It was very nice of her. And back to what I was talking about. So I was leaving the knife behind at my industrial restaurant customers while I was sharpening their knives. So it went through a pretty rigorous testing process. In my first video, I unboxed it, talked about it a little bit, and then put it to the test with the sharpen that Foxel had done for 3 weeks, and then I sharpened it at 29 degrees and put it through the test, same test, 3 weeks in an abusive situation in industrial restaurants. And we're going to take a look at how it held up here in just a minute, and then I will sharpen it and we will go for another 3 weeks and see how things go. You will, if you do any research into the Willamette Valley and Yamhill County in particular, you will discover that this is big time wine country. We're almost there. We're coming up to Lovelocks. A friend of mine came up with this concept, and I will put her link below. Used to be a little industrial area here, and it's turned into foodie land. And here we go. Where is it? It's a little bit difficult to find. Locks of Love. Not to be confused with Lovelocks, like cutting hair for cancer survivors and victims. It's kind of a cool concept. What it is, and I'm gonna park illegally here, but what it is you purchase a beautiful lock for the person you love. Get lined up here. And then you lock it onto this, and the lock stays here for all time. Okay, here's the old work van. And here again is Lovelocks. I'll go ahead and take a zoom over here. She's a good person, and I see no reason not to show what she does. So again, yeah, the concept is you put a lock on here, maybe have it engraved, never to be removed, symbolizing the love you have for the person in your life. Here we go with the Edgemaster setup. There's the star of the show, the Foxel Wolfe 9-inch chef knife. And then we're going to sharpen it up, but first we need to test it out. And I don't have a piece of paper with me, so we're gonna do this in a different way today. There's a method I've learned, and I don't know if you can see this, but my thumb is pretty hashed up. It's a lot better than testing it on this side of your thumb because I need that for like touching stuff. So I do it on the thumbnail. And what you do is you take the knife, put your thumb at about a 30-degree angle, and you just rest the knife on it. If it slips, it's not slipping there very well, just with the weight of the knife, then it is dull and ready for sharpening. This again is after 3 weeks. It's really not doing bad. It's still fairly sharp, but not perfectly sharp. So I'm not going to show my method of sharpening unless I actually get a request from you guys to do that. So communicate with me, let me know what you want. But I will have you with me to hear the noises. Here we go, 20 degrees. Gotta tell you right now, it is so easy to sharpen because of how thick it is at the bolster. My knuckles come nowhere near the belt as I'm sharpening, which is great. Plus, I imagine that this knife will have a long, useful life. I can sharpen it probably, I would guess, 1,000 times before it's done. And then it'll make a nice slicer knife. Alright, there is the burr. For those of you who are sharpeners, that's what we're looking for. Maybe couple more times here. Okay. It's officially sharp, but now I need to polish it. You may be able to hear a little bit different pitch in the sound. The polishing is done very, very lightly. And that's what gives it its nice razor edge. So what I'm expecting from this, there we go, one sharp knife. What I'm expecting from this is for it to not quite last as long as it has, based on Foxel's claims. Well, it needs a little more work. But based on Foxel's claims, the 29 degrees is what helps the knife last longer. Doesn't budge. And I don't know if you can see it. Please forgive the skin. But there's all my hair. Can we call that a sharp knife? I hope so. Final phase of testing. Let's see what this bad boy can do. Stay on the edge.